Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So this is recipe number 5 of my Food 52 blog. My name is Ara. I am going to be doing recipes from Food 52 if you've never watched my videos before. I do food blogs and I do food videos, and I'm also a cooking instructor online. But this month I'm going to be doing recipes from Food 52, and I'll be reviewing them and making them. And today I'm going to be making a zucchini lemon bread, but I don't have one, so I'm going to be doing zucchini orange bread. And I'm going to link the recipe below, and I'll add in the instructions too as well. So I'm going to stop this for a second so you can see my ingredients, and we'll go ahead and start. Okay, so I have my oil, sugar, and eggs in here. And there's a cat in our window. This is 3 cups of wheat flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and it said a pinch of salt, but I did a teaspoon of salt. And then I'm using, instead of 2 cups of sugar, I'm doing a cup of Swerve sugar, 1 cup of olive oil, and 2 eggs. And then I'm gonna grate the zucchini. So I have my zucchini, and it says 2 big zucchini, and I don't, that's the only thing, is it doesn't have like the measurement. I looked at the like if it's a cup or not, but I looked at everyone's comments and they said that it was kind of dry when you put it in. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do 3 small zucchini of my little guy here. And I'm going to grate this guy. I just got this thing. I'm not sure, because I wanted a processor, but I didn't want something that was going to be annoying to have on the counter. So
good job.
okay, so I'm going to grate this. And I'll show you what it looks like after I grate it. So I'm going to keep grating this. Let me pull my sleeve up so you can see. I like this little guy. I think I got this, yeah, I got this on Amazon for $20. And there's like different attachments to it. I guess it's kind of like a spiralizer. So growing up, the only thing my mom could make is zucchini bread and rice. So I actually really didn't like eating zucchini bread growing up. But I liked how this had citrus in it instead of the normal like cinnamon. So I'm interested to see how this one's gonna taste. Let me know if you want the link to this product, and I can link it below. Okay, I'm gonna keep going here. I'm halfway done. Okay, so I grated all my zucchini, and I have an orange here. I'm gonna do 2 oranges. It says on there, it says 1 lemon. I don't think that's enough, so I'm gonna have my microplane. And how I zest is, I don't zest like this, because then you end up getting the rind, like this white bit. I zest with the zester up, so I can see how much rind I'm pulling off. So I'm gonna zest this whole orange. And because it, in the reviews, and the good thing too about when you read through like a recipe in a blog is you can look at the reviews and people add suggestions in there. They said that it was kind of dry, so I'm going to add a juice of 1 orange in there to keep it moist, because it seems to not be juicy enough. So this is extra orangey. And then I added a teaspoon of vanilla in here too as well, so I'm going to add that in. And cut this guy. kind of squeeze that orange in there. And I'm using the, I think it's a Cara orange, so they're sweeter. Okay, and now I have all the wet ingredients in here. Let me just show you what it looks like up here. I'm going to go ahead and mix this in together. And that acidity too should help with the rising of the bread as well. So I'm just going to mix all my wet ingredients first. And then my dry ingredients, I'm just going to take a fork and just kind of make sure that baking powder is mixed in relatively well. And I'm going to add this in thirds. Okay, so that's a third. Oop, sorry. Just gonna fold it in. I mean, this is a relatively easy recipe. I did make a couple adjustments to it based on reviews, and that's kind of the one thing I will say about whenever you're reading blogs is that they don't always have like, they're not always tried and true for each person. Sometimes you have to adjust it based on your opinion. So I'm glad I read through the reviews first. That's definitely a good way to make sure that, you know, you get a good outcome of a product, is make sure you're reading the reviews for the actual recipe. And you're not going to just make this a tester. And you definitely could make these into like zucchini muffins. And maybe put like walnuts in here and do like a morning muffin. I think these would be good as like a morning muffin. For the zucchini bread. And this makes 2 loaves. Yeah, see how it's kind of dry, so I'm glad I put the orange juice in there. I mean, the zucchini is going to make it moist though, so it should look like that, so it's blended. So I'm going to go ahead and add in these leftover chocolate chips. Kevin's trying to mess up my video by talking. So I have this in here. Call him out so then he doesn't say anything. And I'm just going to mix that in and get a few chips in there. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the pan here. And the one comment that I did see is that you kind of have to like just put it in the low pan. It doesn't like pour. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this bit too in the muffin pan, and when I have bread in the oven, I'm gonna put this in at 375 Fahrenheit for about 15 to 20 minutes. So here it is. I'm gonna try it.
We're at a turning point in the history of human engineering. Evelyn. This is Mr. Tesla. Mr. Peng and Mr. Brown, his business partners. And Mr.
I need something. I'm gonna add this in. I'm gonna put a little honey on it.
Go ahead, Tom. He's eliminated the commutator and the sparks go with it.
My uncle likes machines more than people.
Do I? I'll
Actually, it's really moist. It's like a good morning muffin. I would give it like an 8 out of 10. But I don't like super sweet things. I put more honey on this. But definitely try this recipe. That is it for this video. Please come back again for another one.